Ridley,
Hi.
Jeff in Las Vegas. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. I love the background. I love your shirt. You've done it up.
Do you think I'm a Disney fan, Ridley, or what?
Aren't we both?
I've been a Disney fan my whole life, and no, congratulations on Kingdom Keepers Inheritance. Uh, I think this is just one of the most fun series, that you can read out there. So congratulations on your second book,
You are
and,
too kind. Thank you, sir.
set it up for us because I think it features probably one of the greatest Disney villains of all time, Ursula.
I agree. Um, Inheritance is the third and final series in the Kingdom Keepers series. So we have moved from the present to the past in the return, and in Inheritance we go to the future. It's 2040, and we're with the kids of the original Kingdom Keepers. Maleficent is out of the way, I am so happy to say, because for 20 years she has haunted me night and day. And Ursula has picked up the pace, and she's gotten her tentacles on a very well guarded Disney secret that belonged to Walt Disney. And if the Kingdom kids can't do something to stop her, the magic in Disney is going to go away and turn very dark.
Man, I love it. Sounds like everything you just said was a metaphor, but it's real. Getting your tentacles around something. And our heroes, they recruit Cinderella's very own fairy godmother, the notorious FMG. I love that.
I have had so much fun writing her. Even my editor has liked the way I've written her, but sometimes you find when you start writing and you intend a character to just come in for a couple pages that they just take over the series. And the notorious FGM has done that. She's got her whimsical but somewhat forgetful self in there, and she's just as sweet as a peach. And she's helping the kids do all this stuff, but she needs her naps and she needs her tea. She's a little bit like me, Jeff.
Yeah.
And I adore her. I've loved writing her. And she's kind of a spark for the kids because she can move them around the parks more quickly than they can get around. She has a lot of magic about her. She has a lot of contacts. She's well connected, Jeff.
Yeah.
And I just love writing the fairy godmother.
I'm telling you, I think one of the downfalls of this book is that I keep hearing every Disney song associated with all these characters, from Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo to Ursula's song, so it's just
Oh,
it's just ingrained in my brain. And I assume really one of the perks in writing these novels is doing personal research. Do you hit all the theme parks around the world?
I do, and
Oh,
I'm so grateful to Disney for what they allow me to share, and they've let me into their parks and their ships 31 times. I go in when the parks are closed. It's dark. There's no lights. There's no music. It's really creepy, and it's chilly because it's late at night. And I'm with a Disney Imagineer, and we walk through a ride like it's a small world or Splash Mountain or Thunder Mountain. And it takes about an hour and a half to walk one of those rides. And then they bring a crew of cast members in and they turn the ride on for me. And I ride it anywhere from 5 to 10 times alone. And I just get scared to death, honestly. And then I write about it and I put
that,
the kids into my shoes.
that's an experience, Ridley. That is really an experience. So, of all the theme parks and all the attractions that Disney has, what was the one moment that you took one of the attractions and a great idea came to you?
Well, I hope all the time, Jeff. I mean, one of the spookier things that happened to me for real was early on, the very first visit I did this way, one of the attractions we went to was It's a Small World. And it was super chilly, very dark. And the Imagineer and I walked the ride. There's always an exit, emergency exit ride. So we walked that route through Small World, and he was telling me how they affected this and make this look like this. And of course, you're with thousands of dolls, and these bright lights are on, and there's just harsh shadows across them because the colored lights weren't on. And we got to the end of that, and he said, "We're going to bring in a crew now, and we'll turn the ride on for you." And I said, "Could we do this a different way? Could I just go through the ride in the boat with you, but without the colored lights on, without that song on, and with the dolls turned off?" So all the dolls were like just stuck in place. And we get in there, and because there's no sound, the boat is sloshing through the water. It's just as creepy as it can get. We get into the second scene, and out of the corner of my eyes, two of these dolls that are turned off stepped forward. And I just jumped out of the boat. And when I landed, he said, "What's with you?" And I'm over there, over there. Two of those dolls just moved. And he's going, "Ridley, you are an adult. The ride is turned off. The dolls are turned off. No dolls moved." And I said, "I am an Eagle Scout, Scout's honor. Two of those dolls just moved." So I took furious notes. It's a small world. Dolls moved, scared me to death. And I went back to write the chapter, and I wrote, two of the dolls moved. And then I thought, well, that's not very creative. And I backspaced and I said, four of the dolls moved. And I'm in this rock band with Stephen King. So I said, what would Stevie do? And I said, all of the dolls move. So the dolls break off, they dive into the water, they chase the kids. It becomes this big adventure. And that one chapter has become this epic thing in the whole series.
I love it. I love it. You collaborate with Dave Barry, is that correct?
I did for 10 years. Yeah,
How
I
does
had
that,
the
how
had
does
the
that
honor.
work?
He's also in the rock band with Stephen King.
No kidding.
And we were playing a show in Miami one time, and so I was staying with Dave. We had become friends over the years, and he asked me what I was up to, and I said, last week I was reading Peter Pan to my then 5-year-old daughter, who's now 26. And I said, she put her hand across the book and asked me how Captain Hook met Peter Pan. And I didn't have an answer. And I'm thinking there's a book about a young boy who becomes Peter Pan. And his eyes kind of widened. And we don't talk business in this band, but I said, what if we joined forces and we used your crazy humor? And I killed people for a living. I was a murder mystery writer. And we made a suspenseful but fun book for our kids about how a boy became Peter Pan. And the thing mushroomed. It was just going to be, we're going to, print it up at Kinko's and give it to our kids. Disney found out about it. The book became 550 pages long. It went on the New York Times bestseller list for a year. Then Disney made a play out of it, and it won 5 Tonys, and it's still out there touring around America. And it just became this huge thing. Dave and I ended up writing 12 books together. We had so much fun.
That's amazing. That is great. Well, also, do you interact with fans, and are you active on social media?
I am not an audio animatronic. I actually do interact. Yeah, I'm all over social media. I just got 2 days ago, I was in Walt Disney World, and the day after that, I was not quite yesterday, but Sunday, I was in Disneyland, and I signed for about 800 people. And
Did
they
you
all told
really?
me their Kingdom Keepers stories. And the stories, Jeff, are just unbelievable because there's a lot of attention on relationships and teamwork in the books, because I believe in both of those things, is have strong relationships, be a good partner. And these young people who are now in their 30s would come up and say, those kids got me through the rough times of middle school and high school. Whenever I had a hassle, I would go back and read one of the chapters and realize I can do this if I just focus. It's tear-jerking stuff, honestly.
Well, really, congratulations.
That's fabulous.
I love all your stories. I love the legacy of this series. So congratulations and thank you so much. And let's talk again soon.
So appreciate it. Thank you.